Hello everyone. Now I know that the setup is somewhat different today, and the reason being the room where I used to make video, I left that room. There were conflicts going on between me and owner for a very long period of time related to rent and other things. So I decided that I should not stay there anymore, and I left the room. So now you might find me making videos for some time at such places until I find a new place or a new room. So right now I'm just out of my soccer game, and I'm just sitting and I'm just letting my body to cool down. So I decided that I should make a video today, right now. And the reason behind making this video is I want to share with you a very important thing. Let me ask you a very simple question. Is patience important? Now, some of you might say that yes, Shivam, it is important. And some of you might say that no, Shivam, it's not important. Let me share with you my perspective on it. I remember not very long ago, I was standing outside of an ATM in a queue. And this ATM was just outside of a railway station of Mumbai suburb. And Mumbai being a very crowded city, usually ATMs which are located at such place, it remains crowded. It remains, there is a big queue outside these ATMs. And the situation was not so different here also. So there were two girls who were standing ahead of me, and the person who went inside the ATM for removing the cash, he came out of the ATM and he said that he nodded his head in disappointment, and he said that I was not able to remove the cash from the ATM. Now, as soon as these two girls who were standing ahead of me, they listened to this statement, immediately they ran from there in search of different ATM. But the guy whose turn was next, the person whose turn was next, he kept hope, and he went inside. And after some time, he came out with a cash. And eventually I got cash too. Now, what was the difference between this person who was standing, whose turn was next, and these two girls? Clearly, the difference was of patience. See, that guy who came outside, he didn't say that there is no cash in the ATM. He said that simply he was not able to remove the cash because of some technical reason. But these two girls, they didn't had enough patience to listen to that statement properly. Whereas the person who was standing next to him, he had the patience, and that's why he went with cash. Now, these girls would have gone to any other ATM. They just, they must have gone to any other ATM and eventually waiting there, wasting their time, and also efforts. It takes efforts to again search for a new ATM and stay there for a long period of time. And since it looked like they were college girls, and I don't blame those girls for this. Or in fact, old people often complain that this generation is very impatient, and I don't blame this generation. I don't blame, in fact, my generation, I would say, millennials. The reason being, we are habitual of living in such a lifestyle that if we want anything, like for example, if we want to eat food, we don't have to take an effort of wearing new clothes and getting dolled up and going to and hitting to a restaurant. We just have to take our phone, go to any app and order the food, and within next 30 minutes or let's say 1 hour, the food is at your home. If you like any dress, you just go to any e-commerce website, you order it from there, and next day it is at your home. So pretty much most of the thing has become instantaneous, and because we have been adapted to such a lifestyle of wanting each and everything very easily and very rapidly, I think this is the main reason why my generation or the coming generation is lacking patience. So, you have if you are practicing something for over and over and over, you will become like that. If you are practicing impatience for over and over and over period of time in your life, you will become impatient, and that's what this current lifestyle is teaching us, to be impatient. But one does not need to lose hope, because there is a way. I remember when I was in my school days, I had a pot in which the water used to keep for drinking. Water used to store for drinking purpose mostly during summer season, because the pot was made up of clay, and usually the clay being an insulator, the water used to stay cool there. So what used to happen that after coming back to home, I used to get very thirsty, and I used to take glass and I used to open the lid upwards and take and fill my glass and used to drink water. There was also tap. I didn't used to bother to go to the tap and stand there I didn't used to bother to stand there and open the tap and take the water in the glass. And my dad, when he used to see that, he used to chastise me. Now, Shivam, you should not do like that. There is a tap tap in that pot. You should take the water from the tap, not from the you should not open the lid and take the water from above. That is not an hygienic practice. And he was right. To be honest, I didn't immediately, or I didn't heeded to his advice immediately, but over the period of time, he kept on chastising me, and I at one point of time I started practicing to take the water not from the top but from the tap. So what I was doing was, initially I was practicing to be impatient, but slowly, after enough of my dad efforts, I used to open the tap and I used to stand there for, let's say, half a minute, and I used to take water and I used to drink it. So that is how you can, I believe, how you can develop patience, how you can practice patience in a lifestyle where everything, or most of the thing, not everything, most of the thing has become instantaneous. Now, you don't need to do exactly the same thing. You might not have that clay pot in your home. I still have, by the way. But you can find anything in your home which usually require patience. You do that activity, practice patience, because to be honest, you become what you practice. So practice patience, because from the story it is very evident that patience is crucial for success. This is Shivam Pandit signing out. Until we meet again. Thank you.